What you doing out there? See, welcome to my stream. Finally here, as you can see. I'll put it on my screen in my stream. I also have my actual copy right here. But trying to do this good. Trying to make this more than just nothing. You know, trying to incorporate all my YouTube stuff, all the Otaku stuff, my podcast, everything into one. Make sure everything flows together. Let's get to this actual quick, rough review of the manga. So I get at, because there's not a whole this to say. Even though I really enjoyed the Splatoon manga, there's not a whole lot to say about it. But I mean, it's story. Not getting serious, but there is starting to be more meat to the story. There's starting to be a story, kind of, not really. A little stories, little arcs, whatever. But yeah, so okay, talking about Splatoon Volume 15. You can see it here on the screen. You can, of course, it says the story and art by Sankichi Hinodea. It was published by Viz on October 11th, 2022, which is longer ago than I realized. It's been a month since it came out almost. It feels like I did just get it. But dang, I fell behind, I guess, on my October haul. I feel like it just came out. Time is flying by so quick. But yeah, this pretty much starts the shadows have not invaded. Some shadow versions of themselves have popped up. You can see Goggle's shadow self there too, and they're about to begin a turf war with the shadow version to rescue Lil Judd, was taken, and they're trying to put together a team for this fight that they start off in the volume. And they end up with this match: Ryder, Emperor, Vintage, and Double Egg. I don't know. I don't remember Double Egg at all. And they form Team Overlord. And he's like, oh, these are like some of the best players. Especially, Emperor and Vintage, really well known. And you expect something cool, but of course it can't be that easy, right? Of course not. Their shadow selves are their exact opposite personality, so they're like kind of shy, scared, weird. I mean, weirder than the characters themselves already, and these are the serious characters. But just because they seem weak, they're still strong because they know everything about these characters, about their original selves, and of course, in the end, Team Overlord lost. Of course. I mean, we saw that coming, because why not? And then this leaves, of course, Team Blue versus Team Shadow Blue. And no surprise. Look, okay, no surprise, Team Blue wins. We know that's going to happen. It would have been a shock if they didn't win and whatever, but of course they won. But what really comes out is you get to see some of the characters, even though Team Blue's still goofy and all this stuff. You get to see some other characters comment on like Spec's leadership, Goggles rooting for his friends, cheering his friends on, all that kind of stuff. Didn't really say anything about the Bobble Hat and the other one. Oh. As a name, I don't remember all their names because nobody really talks about them. What is her names? Oh, Headphones. Yeah. It would have been nice if those two also had something about what they do. Bobble Hat definitely positivity, and then I don't really know what Headphones really does. But anyways, yeah, comment on how it's their teamwork that lets them win and overcome. Even though these shadow selves know everything about them and can keep counteracting them, apparently somehow the original teamwork is still better. The shadows try to start one-on-one with their original selves, and then for Team Blue is like, oh, we're going 2-on-2, and that'll confuse them a little bit. But it's like, the shadows one also can do 2-on-2, and they also be confused. That part's a little weird. Then it's 3-3, and then Goggles with himself again. And it's like, okay. And then there's little bits in here that they throw in, like Goggle splash down, but then of course Shadow Goggle can splash down. And it just goes back and forth with that. And then there's a really kind of dumb sequence where the two Goggles are just pantsing each other. And that's it. They're just back and forth and make a little chain. I should have kept not task because I don't want to damage the book. But yeah, this is all stuff I'll talk about and take pictures of to put in the actual video. This is why I do reviews like this. Because it's awkward to try to show a book like this on screen during a stream, but I still can. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That was like the fight. It didn't even seem like it was that close of a call in the fight. Even though, of course, Team Overlord lost. Team Shadow Blue didn't do that much. Then at the end, because this is still, of course, for kids and silly and lighthearted and stuff, it turns out the Shadows, were born from the explosive energy of the battles. They were trapped inside the tower, and finally enough energy was released that they could leave the tower to do these battles. And since they're just energy, they're going to disappear anyways. And turns out everything they said was just a little bluff. Them kidnapping little Judd, saying that their originals would have to leave Inkopolis. It was all just a bluff, just to make sure that when they battled with the limited time they had, that they'd be going full force. Cool. And yeah, a lot of it I was wondering is like, why are they so good? Where have they been this whole time? And that quick little explanation is enough to be like, oh, okay. And that's why are they so strong? Because they are just built up of a accumulation of all this energy. So it's like if you took their normal selves and just took that normal stuff over and over and over again, just kept multiplying it, I guess. I don't know. But that was it. I mean, simple story, of course. Not much you really need. Yeah, but yeah, it was just 4 chapters. Shadow chapters 2 through 5. And then there's a bonus chapter called Lost and Found. Not even really a chapter, a few pages. It's just one of the jellies finds Goggles pickled plums, and Goggles gives him a few more. And then through a bunch of appreciative gifts, just a chain of them, Goggle ends up with tickets going on a concert with Jelly and some other people. And it really was a chain. It's like it was pickle plums and Jelly gives someone some, and then he gets a soda, then someone else. I could look at it. It's literally a few pages. Who's really thirsty, he gives him the soda. In exchange for a soda, he gives him some chocolates, and then there are apparently some rare chocolates in this group. Wants some chocolates, in exchange for the chocolates he gets concert tickets, and then the wind blows the concert tickets into the tree and the Goggles stand, and then they all go to a concert together. That was it. It was like, I don't even know if that's really considered lost and found, but I guess the very first panel or page is lost and then found, and then this string of thing. Then a couple bonus illustrations. I don't remember, maybe I didn't pay attention, but yeah, a couple illustrations. One is after the live performance, which I guess that is from the bonus blah blah blah, and then waiting for a friend, which I don't really remember what that refers to. It's probably from a different, or the previous volume or something like that. I don't know. Then of course the usual Inkling Almanac that each one has. This is for the Shadow characters, the Shadow version himself. That's it. That's all that really goes on in this volume. It's Splatoon. It's simple. The main reason I picked it or decided to do this is one, because I'm getting started again on doing these reviews, and because I just want to play Splatoon 3, which I'm going to do in a bit right after I finish talking about this. And it's more fitting, and it is pretty new. And it took me less than half an hour to read it. I posted on Twitter I was going to do this. Then I started reading it. Then I went back to check my Twitter to see if anything had happened. Nothing, of course, did. And it said 29 minutes had passed. I was like, okay. Quick, easy read. Want to talk about it. Also, surprisingly, my Splatoon manga reviews get some of the most attention on my YouTube. Also, YouTube too. I don't know, that or my Junji Ito videos. I don't know why. I mean, I'm glad Splatoon manga, because even though it's short, dumb, and whatever, it's enjoyable, and I like it, and I like Splatoon. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, not much to it. It's whatever. If you like Splatoon, and you haven't read any of the manga, and you like manga, they're silly. They're definitely nothing serious. They're trying to do a little bit of a story. They're still in, like, I guess they're not even in Splatoon 2 realm anymore. This must be in between somewhere of Splatoon 2 and 3. So I guess eventually they're going to keep doing Splatoon 3. I thought the manga would have ended by now. Like, it's silly, but I guess they're timing out okay enough that they're going to be in time for Splatoon 3. So I don't know. There's no cliffhangers in this one like there normally is. I don't know where the next volume's going to go, but it definitely says continued and volume 16. Can't believe there's 15 volumes of this, but I think it's definitely worth it. I like it. I'm so glad about this. And then there's, of course, the Squid Kids comedy show too, a second manga that I also have. That's even dumber. It's a 4-panel comic type, but I don't know. But yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about because I want to switch over to actually playing some Splatoon. So let me do that.